Hello everybody. I'm excited. This is my first YouTube video ever, but I'm also a little nervous because I'm making my first YouTube video ever about 10 minutes after I woke up with no makeup on. So this morning I woke up with a pretty nasty zit, and I thought it would be a good opportunity because I had just gotten a tester of the GLAMGLOW SUPERMUD from Sephora, and I thought I would try it out and give you guys my first reactions. So like I said, I woke up this morning. Yesterday this was pretty much just an inflamed kind of red bump on my face, and this morning I woke up and there's actually several whiteheads kind of conglomerated into one big giant zit, which is kind of nasty, but every once in a while I get one. So I was in Sephora the other day and I was asking one of the girls that work there about her recommendations for skincare, because in addition to getting bad hormonal breakouts, I also have a lot of blackheads that I've never really been able to clear up without actually going to an esthetician and getting a facial. And she recommended the GLAMGLOW masks, which, you know, they've been all over the internet, all over Pinterest, saying that this is the miracle treatment. You'll see stuff getting sucked right out of your pores. But it is $70 a jar, and I don't know that I necessarily want to pay that without knowing if it works first. And they're very clever because the SuperMud, which is the one that everybody talks about that's supposed to extract all of the dirt and oil and stuff from your pores, only comes in that one $70 jar. The other treatments that they sell, which are like the, you know, youth rejuvenating masks or exfoliating masks, come in smaller jars for about $20, so you can test them, but not the GLAMGLOW SuperMud. So that's one of the good things about going to a place like Sephora or the Body Shop to get your skincare products. You can always ask them for samples. They always have them, or they can make them up in little sample jars like this, and they'll give it to you in a little bag that has all the product information and when to use it. Just go up and say, you know, that you're worried about any adverse reactions or something like that, and they'll make sure you get a tester for it. So, like I said, in addition to this, I also have some blackheads on my nose that I want to try clearing up, and I've also got a lot of acne scars on my chin because that's usually where I get my breakouts. So, the girl at Sephora told me that in addition to using this as a mask, she also uses it as a spot treatment, and it works really well. And she says if that's what you're going to be using it for, it's totally worth getting the big jar because it'll last you for a really long time. So I'm going to put some of this on both my new pimple and my nose, and we're going to see what happens with it. Yeah, what the heck, we'll put some on the chin too. Okay, so it really didn't use too much. You know, the container still looks completely full. So definitely a little bit does go a long way. The girl had said to leave this on for between 5 and 20 minutes, so I think I'm going to wait the full 20 and we'll see what happens. You can already see some of the thinner areas on the sides are starting to dry, so we'll see how long it takes the rest of it to dry. And I've heard that you'll see little black specks on your pores that, you know, still look wet, that are actually all of the oil and sebum that it's taken out of your pores. So we'll see what happens. Hey, so just to give you guys a quick update, I've still got about, I think, 8 minutes left on the timer, and it's almost completely dry. You can see there are, you know, little black dots, like they said, that look like they're corresponding to my pores, but I don't see anything actually coming out of those little black dots. It just looks like they're still wet. So I am still going to leave it on, but just so you know, it looks like it doesn't really take a full 20 minutes to harden. Okay, so it's been 20 minutes. The mask is completely dry. Like I said before, there are those little black areas around the top of my pores. I don't see any on top of the pimple, so we'll see what that looks like once I rinse it off. Alright, so ignoring the redness, because that's how sensitive my skin is, just washing my face makes it red. I mean, I do see a little bit of reduction in the blackheads on my nose, but not really that much. You know, nothing to really write home about. The pimple looks pretty much the same. Again, don't see any reduction, even in the blackheads on my chin. So, my impressions, I'm not gonna go out and spend $70 on a tube of this stuff. You know, it did have a nice exfoliating feel, I guess. Although I don't know if that's just because I got the little sample cup and maybe some of it got aerated and it was dry, or if there were actually supposed to be exfoliating beads or chunks in there or whatever. I've had other products that worked better. Actually, the seaweed mask from the Body Shop I think worked a little bit better. It had the same thing, you know, the little dots over your pores that are supposed to be everything coming out, and I think it actually did do a better job. It has an interesting smell to it. It's kind of minty and licoricey at the same time. I don't really like licorice, so it's not a particularly attractive smell to me, and especially if I'm going to be putting this on my nose all the time, I don't think I really want to be smelling that. The seaweed mask from the Body Shop has a really nice smell to it. So yeah, that's my first impression. Not really thrilled with it. I will keep using the sample pack and see if over time maybe I get better results, but on just a first impression, I don't really think it's worth the money. So I hope you enjoyed this. I will definitely have new videos up soon. I hopefully will have a lot of product testing, and I hope I'll see you back here. Welcome to my channel.